Well, my name is Satomi Susie Yasui. I go by Susie now, but that's my name. And this is my internment camp story. Dad was born in 1903. He came to America at the age of 15 when FDR had put in the order that all Japanese Americans will be incarcerated. We left, he was farming. He lost everything. So we lived in Tracy at the time, and we went to Turlock Fairgrounds. It was a fairground and racetrack, and we stayed in the horse stall for about, I believe, in 3 months or so. And we didn't go to Gila River to camp until about the end of July, I believe, because it was very hot, and then to Gila River. As a child, I was very scared, I remember, and only because of my parents and reassurance that everything would be okay, that we were able to survive. I don't know how, thinking back, I don't know how we ever survived. When I think about my camp experience and what I remember and what affected me the most was my medical care. At the time, I was taken to Shriner Hospital at the age of 4, and that was before we went to camp. So my birthday is in April, so about March, and this I found out later, many years later, that the hospital or the doctor had told a friend of ours that took us there that if they left me in Shriner Hospital at the time, it was a simple matter that by the end of the year I would be walking, which never happened, because I was told to come to camp. That didn't never happen. So I had a cast from my waist down with both legs in a cast. And that's how I survived for many years later. But finding out what really happened, it was a birth defect. And I have talked to my chiropractor, my physical therapy people, and they all said that it was a simple matter where your socket was not fitted into your hip socket. And by taking immediate care at that age, they could have fixed it right away. But after 7 years, I was told I would never walk again, because by then, I grew and I guess it kind of, the bones have formed differently, and there was nothing they could do to me. All they could do was just change my cast on a regular basis. Other internment camps might have good medical care, I don't know, because I did not experience that. I just wanted to share that this is the medical treatment I got. I got none, absolutely none. I had a cast put on, and yearly, I remember my cast was being changed because obviously I was growing, and it was very itchy. I remember using knitting needles to scratch under the cast, I remember being in a wagon all the time because they had to cart me, and obviously I couldn't bend, so I was laying in a wagon. And my dad, bless his heart, were working and everything else, trying to take care of me and everything. It was a hardship for them, but we had no help at all. And my dad, I don't know how he did it. He got these books for reading and math, and he taught me. I'm very grateful for my parents, and as I took care of them later, my mother and dad thanked me, for taking care of them. And I said, you took care of me all these years. And my mother and dad's response was, but I'm the parent. This is my job, was to take care of you. She says, but she said, we appreciate, whatever you do for us. So that was really nice of them to say that. I was faced with catastrophe that was not under my control. If I was given health care right away, I would have been able to walk at the age of 4 instead of at the age of 10. Unless we do something about it to keep it fresh in their mind, freedom is not free. You have to earn it. When you see the word freedom, you have the word free. It's not free. I have hope in the young people for generation to come that they're the leaders of our country, and they will make sure that this will never ever happen again.